Hi, I'm GROESCHEL, and it's a great honor to be with you at the Nines. I want to talk about a game-changing thought that really impacted me. It really doesn't seem like a big thing, but in my own life, it really has made a big difference. For years, I heard that less is more. And truthfully, I honestly believe that more is more. And sometimes more is more. For example, we all want to have more influence, we want to reach more people, and so in many cases, more is more. But I finally internalized and believed the truth that less is often more. And I want to talk to you about 3 different ways that less is actually more. The first way is that less time often leads to a better result. People often say, I wish I had more time for this project. And honestly, more time leads to more sloppiness and oftentimes less creativity. When you've got more time, you can do more meetings. And I've found that when you compress the time, it actually forces creativity. Less time leads to more creativity. And on our team, we actually are not making long-term plans anymore. I would say that the 5-year plan is dead and stupid. Instead of planning out, we're trying to be prepared. Less time, more flexibility, being ready to respond to what God is doing rather than create what we want to do is the best plan today. Less time brings better results. The second thing is fewer resources lead to greater innovation. Fewer resources. I always thought we needed more money, we needed more people, we needed more resources, but I found that fewer resources lead to great innovation. For years I complained that we couldn't build a big enough building. Today I wouldn't build a big building to save my life. We don't have a $15 million building or $20 million building. We never will. Instead of building bigger, we like to build smaller and use the building more often. Instead of hiring more staff, we like to keep the staff leaner. This year, when most churches will put 50% or 55% of their budget towards staff, we're putting 35% toward our staff. Our staff is smaller, and therefore we're raising up more volunteers. If you feel like you need more people, rather than hiring staff, you may look at the people that you already have in your church, because fewer resources leads to greater innovation. The third thing that I see when less is more is that less structure is often better. When your church or your ministry grows, you have to build appropriate structure underneath it to sustain the growth. You have to build systems and structures. Over time, though, most churches and most ministries will over-structure or over-systematize their ministry. Someone makes a mistake, and so you write a policy. Before long, you've got policies, and you've got paperwork, and you've got all these different teams and boards that have to approve everything, and innovation, flexibility, and progress is drastically slowed. About 18 months ago, I went and removed a whole layer of management. I don't like to hire people who manage. I like to hire people who do. We removed a layer of management. We sent more flexibility and allowed for more creativity. And now this year, with a much smaller staff, with fewer policies, with less structure, we're ministering to a lot more people than we were a year ago, because less structure leads to faster decisions, more innovation, and often better ministry. You have to build some, but you don't want too much. That's why I really, really believe that less is more. And if I'm not mistaken, this talk was less than 6 minutes.